Colin may not have taken any money from the den, but for our next entrepreneur, Noel O'Connor, achieving an investment from the Dragons wasn't just an optimistic dream, it was an absolute necessity.
The recession for me meant it was like someone switched off the light in my businesses. My spas were in hotels, hotels were suffering, and my distribution company, my customers were beauty salons. So all round, it was like a dominoes effect, and business was down. I had to come up with something new, and that's when I put my efforts into TanOrganic. It's one product, it was easy, it was the right market, the right time, a gap in the market, everything fitted perfectly.
When Noelle arrived in the den with her completely organic tanning fluid, one dragon's eyes lit up.
I have to be honest, from the moment Noelle walked in, I knew this was the one. And when she turned over the board, it was at that moment, and I saw the name, even before she'd started the pitch. Brand-wise, everything about this looked right.
Hello, dragons. My name's Noelle O'Connor. And today I'm here to tell you about my product, TanOrganic. I'm also here to ask you for €50,000 for 10% of my company. It was something that I always wanted to do. I think there's loads of people out there that would say, God, I could do that. And we all sit there and go, I could do that, I could do that.
Tell us about the status of the business so far. So have you actually started trading? Have you launched this into the marketplace?
I have a letter of intent, a distributor for pharmacy distribution in Ireland.
How many pharmacies is that, Noelle?
They intend to have it in 800 pharmacies by the end of 2010.
How much product do you need to put on the shelves of those pharmacies?
To do the figures that I've based on for the first 3 years.
OK, tell us about those.
Revenue for year one, 515,000, a net profit of 150,000. It was like 5 people throwing balls at me and we were just catching them. One after another after another.
How much is your bottle going to sell at?
Retail. It will sell at $29.99.
$29.99.
The market leader is $38.50.
So it's pitched below the market leader?
Yes.
Well, that's clever.
Fair dues to you, Noel. It's very hard to find something that still actually is a proposition that's going to do what it says, in this case, on the bottle. The €50,000 investment, what's that going to be used for, Noel?
For marketing and for stock, to pay for stock as well.
Noelle, maybe I'll just summarise where I'm at. I worry about you going from having 2 businesses to having 3. So for that reason, I'm out.
OK, thank you. After one exit, I thought, OK, that's OK, somebody can make that choice. But then the second, the same excuse.
I too am concerned about the number of distractions you might have. So reluctantly, I'm going to say I'm out. But I was wondering, something in there among those house of cards was going to have to collapse. And my fear was that it might have been TanOrganic.
If you concentrate on launching this product into the marketplace, your other businesses are going to suffer.
By the time the third one came, I was like, well, ticked off.
So for that reason, I'm going to declare myself out.
OK, thank you. I was probably worried as well because they were so interested, and then just blink of an eye, 3 of them gone, and I thought, oh my God, I'm probably not going to get investment here. Can I just say, guys, that I expected someone to ask for 100% commitment of my time, which I was prepared to give, and nobody has asked for it.
In the investment world, you've got to be ready to jump at the really big one when it comes in, because you'll kiss an awful lot of frogs.
I'm going to suggest partnership with Gavin, but I'm going to want 25% of the business for $25,000.
He wanted to take 5 times what I had valued my company at. I just was not happy with that.
I didn't know that business, so I offered half, and I was expecting Gavin to run with me on that.
Noelle, are you comfortable with parting with 50% of it?
No.
I'm going to make an offer of €50,000 for 45%.
He literally just kicked me out, straight out, and took the whole thing for himself.
I had thought about, oh my God, I'm one of those people that's going to walk off, that I've screamed at the telly so many times, don't walk off, you know. And I was close. I don't want to turn down this opportunity and regret it later. So I'm going to say yes.
Thank you very much.
Well done, well done.
And so, in a heartbeat, Gavin cut Niall out and moved on. Very quickly moved on.
Gavin doesn't let the grass grow under his feet. I had a meeting with Gavin at 8 o'clock the next morning.
I've often found in business people feel that, you know, I'm racing too quickly ahead, and of course people always give out about, you know, the fact that I work around the clock, or you know, might be giving them phone calls at 5:30 in the morning or whatever.
We soft launched into beauty salons for about 3 months. We sprayed over 100,000 people to get the feedback. I said, right, we've tweaked it, it's perfect, let's go. We had a massive launch. We went into over 500 pharmacies in less than a week, 6 days. It's really, really exciting to see that. You just kind of pinch yourself. Then we had a slight packaging problem because we launched the 17th of June in the middle of a heat wave. 6 days, the hottest days, I think, in 65 years. So we've got a product that has a cork on. And you put cork with heat and they popped like champagne bottles. People were great. You know, I handled every complaint myself personally. Gavin even called them, and people were fantastic.
The dynamic duo discovered that the only way to beat the heat was with a new cap.
And within 6 weeks, we had our new packaging with our new bottle back on the shelf and back in business.
Since sorting their popping corks, Noelle and Gavin's business has itself exploded, presenting them with some less onerous challenges.
Lovely problem in the UK, and believe you me, it's a delightful problem, that you have big retail chains wanting to offer you an exclusivity deal, or want an exclusivity deal, and that's always a difficult one to call. So we'll have a chat about that. I think we'll go for a cup of tea and just talk that one through, because that's really a key decision. And Boots is what? They're talking about 2,300 stores, is it?
2,700 stores.
2,000, wow, gosh, that's something else.
I've been in business a long time, but I'm learning to do business at the next level, which is really, really exciting.
What do you want me to do? How can I help you?
Well, we need to make the right decision. The numbers that I'm talking in now is a different realm.
The sales that TanOrganic is generating would have been hard for Noelle to imagine when she first walked into the den.
I think we might have even exceeded year 3, Gavin.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to pinch yourself, because we've just gone from 0 to 5 million in just over a year. I mean, 14 countries to export to. That's wow.
Don't mention the corks popping.
God.
We're going to keep growing the business. If some of the multinational beauty giants at some stage in the future want to make us an offer, we might take the money.
But money isn't the dragon's